It's week 3 of the NFL, and we'll see Dalvin Cook. He was outstanding last week, racking up a ton of yards and touchdowns. It's the Bucs and the Eagles on Monday night.
We are just a few miles from the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. Tonight, it's the first of 2 here on this Monday night, as it'll be the defending NFC champions, the Philadelphia Eagles, taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at this Buccaneer ball club. An early season tilt, and when it's an early season tilt, should be ready to roll.
Well, let's face it, the aches and pains haven't really set in yet, and both teams eyeing a really good start to get things going.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Eagles, and this is what every one of these guys waits for each and every week, CD, that moment of anticipation just before the game begins.
I know most of these guys have played well over 100 games dating back to their high school days. Imagine that number if you go all the way back to the Little League type of ball. But that excitement before a game, it never gets old. They all know how to channel it once they actually kick this one off, though.
So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. As we get a peek at the former Red Raider and 10th pick in the 2017 draft, Patrick Mahomes.
If you ask coaches at any level to design their ideal leader of a team, I think they're going to check every box with this guy. He's got the poise to handle responsibility. He stays calm under any kind of pressure, and he brings out the best of his teammates each and every week.
Now a late signee let go by Minnesota in June. It's Dalvin Cook. Still on his feet. Dalvin Cook. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Dalvin Cook with career touchdown number 70. And the Bucs put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. They said they wanted to have some explosive runs. How about that one to start the game?
And I would say on the defensive sideline, there's a lot to answer for. Because you spend all week saying, stop the run. I don't care who you're playing. You don't want to get run over. You don't want to get run past. And they got both. Over-committing in the secondary, and he just went stepping past them and is still running, essentially.
One play, and he hits pay dirt. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead. So they hit pay dirt on just one play. One run, the scamper, and a very nice scamper into the end zone for the touchdown. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. And they're led out by their mobile quarterback out of West Virginia. It's Geno Smith.
And his stat line last week, that's not going to get him to the Pro Bowl. All right, no touchdowns, no interceptions, but they won. And so the bottom line for him is team won, managed the game effectively, led them to victory. He's doing all the right things.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. The numbers for Walker last week. North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good, too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same. but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
You look at this defense for Tampa Bay.
They put together a strong effort last week in the win over the Bears, CD.
The best defenses I know, they draw lines in the sand and say you're not going to cross that. For most of them, it's 100 yards of total offense. They didn't quite accomplish that, but still a pretty darn good game last week. Just over 100 yards of total offense given up.
Gino is going to get this complete to Walker.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
Out of the gun, Walker with it.
And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, this defense for the Bucs, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
They sure did, and the key number to me was total offense allowed, which was barely over 100 yards. That's a heck of a sign that this defense is really putting all the pieces together and doing it cohesively.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, here's Walker.
Shedding the tackle. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
And Walker once more.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Here's Smith now on 2nd down. That's caught. It's DeMarcus Robinson.
Here's 3rd and a few inches. Straight ahead, Walker.
And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here, because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
And he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
You look at this defense for Tampa Bay.
It's quite a unit, number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
And how about that last play? Did you see how quickly they got to the ball? Caused a loss of yardage? Yeah, that play showed.
Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. And you see Dalvin Cook and the offense heading back out. He topped the 200-yard mark a week ago. You know they're going to have a lot of eyes and hopefully for them bodies on him here in this one.
You've got to expect defensively, forget 8 men in the box. 9, 10.
11?
Hey, listen, they're trying to sneak you and me in there to try and slow him down. But I bet his offensive line mates are going to accept that challenge. They really like blocking for a guy who can churn up that kind of yardage.
Mahomes throw into the hands of Lockett.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
They run the counter with Cook. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. The Bucs at 2-0 here to begin the season, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And they run the option on 2nd down. He's to the 15. Touchdown, Tampa Bay! Patrick Mahomes with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Buccaneers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. So a design run all the way, and he took it the distance. I don't know that anybody saw that coming.
Well, on this play, how about the vision of it? Being able to see the open field, make his move, and get there. Oftentimes, defenses have a spy for the quarterback position to try and take care of it. On that play, if they did, it certainly
He's
didn't
lost.
Yeah, there's no doubt.
Carlson now to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it was all capped by Patrick Mahomes using his legs to get in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their 2nd drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
On 2nd down, it's Walker. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball. What about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism. They created some nice space for him.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
This is fielded at the 27. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there's never a doubt in our minds.
Tyler Lockett, he's still on his feet. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Tyler Lockett, 53 yards. And the Buccaneers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game and no signs of slowing down.
Carlson on for the PAT. And it is now 21-0. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. 1-play drive and into the end zone for 6. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And this, you'd hate to say that a drive in the first half must end in points, but you're down 21-0. They're going to have to get something going fairly quickly.
I would agree totally with that, because if you're going to mount the comeback, It's going to have to come in bits and pieces. It doesn't.
Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And that will set him up in excellent shape. First and goal at the 9-yard line. He already had the one fumble loss, so now 2 fumbles lost here in this first half.
Not setting the pace the way that you want it done. I mean, here in the first half, already twice the ball's come out and hit the turf. Got to find a way to take care of it. Otherwise, they may have to start thinking about maybe someone different at that position.
Tyler Lockett trotting onto the field, getting set for this next drive. He's doing what he's capable of, having a solid game. Not the most amazing game. He's not over 100 yards, but a good game so far.
And you just know that mentally, he feels like he's one catch away from turning it into a great game and starting on that road. And the defenders are well aware of that, too. They've got to figure out a way to not let...
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Dalvin Cook, that's his 19th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Buccaneers are able to add on to their first half lead. But it's not too often that you say, hey, this one's going to be over by halftime. And, CD, I know our bosses probably don't want us to say that because they don't want people clicking away. But this one might be over by halftime.
And since you've already put your job on the line by actually saying it, I will co-sign and go with you because you're my partner. We don't mean to do it, but this game has been exactly as you've described. I see no hope for them going forward.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it is 28-0. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And Johnson lost the football. It's loose, poked down. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always...
Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they're going to take possession of the football inside the 15 at the 14-yard line. The Bucs ready to take over once again. They've got the ball in a great spot here, already inside the red zone following that fumble recovery. Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Now Cook running right. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Dalvin Cook on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Bucs open the lead up to 34-0. So another rushing touchdown for him this year. Boy, he's found the end zone quite a bit so far. Charles, that now an even 20 scores on the season.
And you know how often we use the term, probably I overuse the term imposing their will? Well, these defenses have become really powerless to stop him. That's what we've seen from him and his team this year. You know he's getting the ball down here in the red zone, but he's just got that strength of will himself, and he's used it to great effect.
The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. Now Geno on 1st down. Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. So they take over not only in enemy territory, but in the red zone at the 16-yard line. Well, time to get another look at this Buccaneer offense.
They've got to be saying, boy, thanks for this field position.
Yeah, remember their last drive in which they scored a touchdown. That one also began in excellent field position, so let's see if they can capitalize a second time.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Now a give running right, it's Cook. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Here's 2nd and 1 now from the 7. Here's Cook again.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
They got the ball in great field position after the fumble, but this defense tried to stand tall.
They certainly are, and a lot of times after you pick up a fumble or get an interception, you have momentum on your side. You kind of walk through a defense and score. Not so fast, not in this case.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal.
And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Patrick Mahomes, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 14 on the year.
And the Bucs have taken a 6-touchdown lead.
Carlson now to add the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it was all capped by Patrick Mahomes using his legs to get in the end zone. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Eagles offense back out onto the field. Smith on 1st down. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one. And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
On the counter, it's Walker.
Then he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
Here's Jake Bailey now.
Returnable here from the 38. A nice little juke.
The danger of a punt that good, a 16-yard return.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
114 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. 2 yards to go, 2nd down.
Now Cook, he's got it off the draw. Heck of a move.
And he's going to have the first down as they move into field goal range here at the 25-yard line.
What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it, but a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. Now they'll run on the draw. Shedding the tackler, and it gives him some room. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin up at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, where it was the visiting Colts who were able to pick up the road victory. Devin Singletary, a touchdown run in the victory. From there, we're off to check out another game. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Carolina Panthers. Desmond Ridder, 3 touchdown passes as his guys stay unbeaten on the year. Finally, let's get to Silicon Valley to check on the 49ers at home at Levi Stadium. And they were winners in that one over the visiting New York Giants. Baker Mayfield, sharp in the victory as his guys bounce back from a tough start to the year to claim victory number 1. It was the veteran Dalvin Cook who took center stage in that first half. He's up over 100 yards rushing for the game already, and he scored 3 times as well as they went to him early and often, and with good reason. Final adjustments being made for the second half. Whether they'll amount to much in a game that's already pretty well decided, well, that's another question. Nevertheless, let's get you back out to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you in the game.